Hi everyone, Honest Hughie here. Hopefully everyone's doing okay. And I figured finally, because I had to talk about Strange Things in my last video, I'm going to do a top 5 best movies of last year. I nearly said the year, technically the year, but last year, not this year. Um, but I'm going to do a bonus one, so 2 bonus ones before I get into my top 5 list. So I'm going to do the best Netflix film of the year and the best Amazon film of the year, like last year's. So I'm going to just delve in straight up. I'm going to do the Amazon one first because I don't know how I'm going to pronounce this. And then I'm going to do the Netflix one because it feels unfair to have them on the list to clog up the 5, because there's 5 great movies, genuine movies that I think were brilliant. And it's really hard to narrow it down to 5. Obviously, my number 1 spot I knew. Ironically, it was from the beginning of the year. I knew it would be number 1 all the way through, and it was. Nearly got knocked off by the second spot. Would have if I didn't love the first one so much. So let's get into this video. Let's get into the video, which is, I'm going to start primes. So it's your condo. Wait one moment while I pronounce this. You're cordially invited. So it's the wedding one with Will Ferrell in, and it's got, I've totally forgot a name, but the one out of, I've totally forgot. Oh, this means war. You know a name when you see it. And basically, they booked the same wedding venue for their daughters getting married. Both daughters are getting married, and they booked the same venue. And basically, it's right. The venue place is like, well, it's big enough to have both of you here, both of your families here. Why not just do a double wedding? Just have your daughters one day, Will Ferrell's daughters one day, and then her daughters the second day. And they're like a bit funny about it, and it's good. And then they go for it, and then just chaos breaks loose. There's also a very, very funny scene where Will Ferrell's fighting a crocodile, which is why it's on here. And main reason it's on here, and it holds a little place in my heart for last year, because I got married last year. And this was during when we were deciding like what to do with like families and friends and the missus's families and friends, and it was kind of like a combo. It was funny how that worked. Obviously our wedding was a lot smoother than the movie went, and I didn't have to fight no crocodiles. Can't imagine that. But and I didn't wear white, obviously for that movie's reason. Shows you why I don't wear a white wedding suit. But it's funny, as like I say, it gets good, and it's really cute at the end. And the Smash Islands in the sea, it's so good. Smash Dolly Parton, it's awesome. So I'm gonna get on to my, because I can't pronounce the title of that one. So I'm gonna get on to the Netflix's number 1 movie of last year, which was near the end of last year actually. Um, it's obviously, I think we all know this, especially with my number 1 spot coming up. Frankenstein. Guillermo Toro's Frankenstein was just amazing. Absolutely breathtaking. Like, honestly, just by the views, by the cinematography of it, the settings, the age it was set in was perfect for it. The acting, Oscar Isaac absolutely crushes it. We get the guy out of you know his name, Inglorious Bastards. Yeah, it's called that. It is him. And we get a lot of people who pop up in it, and it's really good. And we all know she is amazing in it as per Mia Goth. I keep going blank at people's names. There's that many movies and names I'm going to drop in this video. Mia Goth was amazing in it. A leaf for me. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I think it actually does Frankenstein right. The problem I had with previous Frankenstein, I watched a Frankenstein movie before, and it was done so wrong. It was like they brought the guy back from the dead, obviously, his body, but they Frankenstein him basically, and he turned evil. And yes, you can have an evil Frankenstein movie, but this is good. This shows that Frankenstein is not a monster; he's just misunderstood. Like it's like from the beginning of this movie right up to the end, it's like you just feel for him. Even when he's getting shot straight away, you feel for him because you're like, he's like obviously just trying to survive, and he understands that other things are trying to survive. For instance, there's a good scene in this where there's wolves attacking him, and he knows they're attacking him because they're hungry, not because they're vicious and just mad. They're hungry and starving and desperate, and it's that type of Frankenstein. I love it, honestly. Absolutely love the movie, and I'm hoping by, this isn't me, I'm not going to spoiler it, by the way. I'm not spoiling it for anybody, but there's a little ending that hopefully we get a Bride of Frankenstein, Guillermo Toro. Hopefully. So yeah, they're the 2 bonus movies out the way for you. So check them out if you haven't seen them. I'm going to watch Frankenstein again soon. Probably watch the Will Ferrell one again. let's get into the list. So, first things first, while I reread my list, hang on, wait a minute. Ooh, okay, let's go. Number 5, straight off the bat, Predator Badlands. Boom. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Granted, it's not a Predator movie. It's not Predator. It's not a proper Yautja. It is more of a buddy movie. It starts off like a Predator movie, though. Starts off like it, but what I read is the guy who did it did Prey. Prey was amazing. Prey was a Predator movie, and what was it? That's on there too. Totally forgot what it's called. But the ones where it was the animated one, the animated Predator that he released, that was amazing too. I'll pop that on here. You all know it's on Disney. Quick one. I don't have Disney no more because I put the price up way too high. £15 a month on Disney. Like, no, I'm not paying that for that. Screw that. But Predator Badlands, to get back into my video, I know why it went down sort of it was giving me Star Wars vibes, and it makes sense because he wanted to do originally a Star Wars movie. It was going to be like an outcast Star Wars movie, and you can see with the swords, with the fights, that's what he was going for. But then you can see he's added Predator to it. Again, I did a review on my channel list. Go and check the review out my channel if you want to know more about Predator Badlands. I'm not going to spoil it. The only thing I'm going to say is don't worry about the age rating. It's still grim. He still rips spines out and stuff, but it's AI. It's AI. It's androids. So it's blue blood. I'm used to blue blood. I'm used to them in Detroit where it's blue. It's white blood, so it's like aesthetically white blood stuff. And obviously predators bleed green. Yeah, it's not a proper Yautja one. Yes, I would have loved a proper Predator movie, but I knew from the trailers going in it wasn't going to be actual he's not a proper Predator. Which makes sense for the movie. Like the beginning of it, his own father wants to kill him because he's weak. He should have been killed at birth. He wasn't right, and it makes sense. So the other Predators are done correct that you see and bump into, like his dad, even his brother. It's just him. And there's a certain scene, not to spoil it here for you, but where he has like a smaller predators have something in the brain that gives them like adrenaline boosts, kind of like a testosterone boost. So when they're in the middle of a battle, they get like a boost if they're injured. A bit, like we get adrenaline if we break a bone or we get injured. Like the adrenaline in a predator skyrockets, and it makes them exclude from people and absolutely kick ass, which we've seen in the jungle predator, for instance. When it gets hurt, it gets more powerful. In a way, it gets more, dangerous. This, he has a smaller gland, so when he's talking to people, when he gets hurt, he feels more. In other words, he feels it more. He connects more with people. Still done right though, because it took a while to break his walls down. So check it out. Number 5. When it's number 5, it's because it's not an actual for me. Yes, it was a good Predator movie done right, but it wasn't an actual Yautja backstory Predator movie, not a proper Predator movie, like the Jungle Predator, for instance. But it was great either way. Like, I'd still check it out if I was you. I would 100%. Even if you're doubting it, just go and watch it because it is good. Just prepare. It's not a Predator, and the androids are done wrong to feel the androids. I'd like an android movie done right, where the androids are just literally androids. Like, they don't care. There's no feelings there. They are just robots at the end of the day. A lot of stuff have fall down the route of androids having feelings, and this takes it, obviously, we know, by the main android lady and the one. So out the boys, by the way. Get in. Plays a mint villain. So, my next movie, and I don't even need to look at my list because I can remember this, and this is why I had to do 2 bonus, because God, there's been a lot of superhero movies last year, and I love it. So, 2 superhero movies on this list. Number 1 which is number 4 on the list, Fantastic Four. My God, blew me away. Amazing. Just from the look, the CGI, beautiful. Marvel's got it back. Really good. Pedro Pascal crushes it. Johnny Storm's done right. And the Thing's done right. Like, don't get me wrong. I love the old school Fantastic Four. Movies. I love it. But the problem with it is the Thing is always sour about him being The Rock. Obviously you would, because he does look totally different how he used to. But he's always too sour about it. I felt in the movies. It's always too like, I don't want to be this, I don't want this, I just want my life back, I want to be me. I get that. He has to date a blind girl to sort of, in the movie trope thing. And then Johnny Storm is just a complete dick towards him, like too much of a dick. As much as I do love Chris Evans as Johnny Storm and him as the Thing, it just didn't, like, it worked back in the day, but when you watch it now, it's like, you can see where they've done it wrong. Not wrong, but like he's too much of a dick. He's not that much of a dick, Johnny Storm. He is. He's big-headed and he's cocky, but he has a human side. He's still human and he still cares for them. They're still friends. He's, like, the Thing's still his friend. Whereas in the other movies, you feel like the Thing isn't his friend. Whereas in this new one, which is why I really like it more, is the chemistry. All of them, like Johnny Storm isn't a dick to everyone in this. He's actually quite like down to earth and actually gets what they're on about. He's quite smart and clever in this too. Like he actually does a really good noble move in this where he pretty much goes to sacrifice himself. This isn't a spoiler because it's midway through. To Galactus. And Galactus is mint. The guy who voices him is the guy at the Witch. You'll know if you know his voice. He's so cool. The last boss fight in this too is just amazing. Granted, yes, you could say it was a bit quick-ish, but just the scale of him and the feel when obviously we know what happens and the story to it's quite cute. It's more about family, and that's why they've done it right, because it's the Thing in this actually doesn't care that he's a Thing. To be honest, he cares more about cooking than anything, which I love. The robot's adorable, and the set design's good, the car's mint, and it's just mint. You can tell the cast get along really well. Great cast, great vibes, and absolutely love it. So coming in at number 3, I'm going to just put another superhero movie that was great this year. Now it's not Marvel, so I may as well do a Marvel one, which I've done. It's DC, and it's James Gunn who has saved it. Saving grace, James Gunn, Superman. Oh, wow. This nearly took the number 1 spot because I watched Henry Cavill's Superman. Don't get me wrong, I love Henry Cavill, and I think he smashes Superman role. Problem with Superman movies, the Zack Snyder ones, and the Justice League, Zack Snyder. With Superman, he makes him boring. Batman vs Superman, I was bored. I was so bored of Superman in it. The fight was crap, and where the story was going with Doomsday and stuff was terrible. And then I watched Justice League. That was really bad. The cast just didn't gel to me. The cast didn't seem like they liked each other. It didn't seem like they wanted to be on set together. It seemed like they were all fighting for screen time. Not Henry Cavill or totally gone blank on his name. It's going to come to me in a minute. One moment there. Ben Affleck. You know what? I was thinking of Matt Damon. I always get them two confused. I don't know why. Ben Affleck. Right. Don't get me wrong. I do like Ben Affleck. I think he's an amazing actor. But not as Batman. Not as Batman. He just doesn't have the jawline for that thing. When he had the big suit and he looked goofy in it. And the suit was really underpowered for what Batman really can do. Batman was killing people as well. I wasn't keen on that. And then he chickened out of him killing people, put it down to a 12. And Zack Snyder just didn't know what he was doing. He didn't have a clue what he was doing. He had no direction. He just went with it, and you could see it just failed. That's why Aquaman failed as well, unfortunately. The casts were great. They just didn't gel together because he's not thinking about the future. He's just getting the big A-list actors in, big CGI scenes in, and you can tell with his Rebel Moon, it's just screen time, and CGI. The story's not there. So anyway, with this new one, absolutely amazing. Nicholas Hoult, my God, I didn't know I needed him as Lucifer, but we really do need him as Lucifer. Amazing. All of the cast was amazing in this. They all gelled. You could see they got along. You could see that they cared about this. They had passion for it. And James Gunn is just amazing. It's pretty much, soon as we get Nathan Fillion in as well, oh my God, when we get the Justice League, or what's he called, the Guardians or something he's called. He's called him something and I totally forgot. I don't think he does come up with that, and yeah, he's mint. Raz is in it too, out of Gotham. He's amazing in this. Just the whole thing. I'm not going to get too much into this. Go in this knowing as little as you do, but obviously we all know Superman. Just go in, don't worry about the reviews. Don't worry if you're a Snyder fan. Go in and watch it and just enjoy it for what it is, and you'll love it. You'll come out enjoying it because it is a proper Superman movie. Unfortunately, Jack Snyder's Zack Snyder's was not a proper Superman. Let's face it, it was too boring for Superman. You know, the ballsiest thing Superman did in that was crush that guy's car on a lamppost, as far as I was aware. You know, the whole him going down the killing route and then not killing again. Anyway, I can go on forever. I could go on forever, but watch it. Now, we're getting to the meat of the pie. My number 2 spot, because I can't wait to talk about number 1. Now, I did a Superman review on my channel. Check that out too. Now, I did a review on this, and I called it the best movie of the year. Sinners. It's not the best movie of the year, but it blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. It's got everything in. It's got soul music. It's got drama. It's got crime. It's got horror. And oddly, it's got love. It's all in one. And now usually you think, God, that's a mess. It's going to be a mess. How are they going to do it? No, it's done so well. And it doesn't drag. It flew by the movie. And it's just so good. Like, obviously, the main thing of it is the monster trope. Obviously, I think we know what Sinners is. It's vampires. We know. It's not spoiling me saying this. We know going in. But it's just amazing. Michael B. Jordan crushes it. That young lad, what an amazing actor he is. My God, what an amazing actor. And you can tell that his dad was in the blues band, because he's a singer. And you can tell, like, he just has the vocal cords when he starts singing. It's like, ooh, it's so good. And there's a certain scene where it flashes back to like an 80s sort of DJ scene. That goes for like a timeline, and it's the most best piece of cinematography I've seen last year. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for my number 1 spot, this would be number 1. But obviously, my number 1 spot's just, I love the movie so much. But again, the movies I mentioned, I need to rewatch. I need to rewatch Sinners, but I'm going to rewatch my number 1 spot, which I'm going to delve into. So Sinners, if you haven't seen it, check it out. I highly recommend Sinners. It's so good. I'm not going to say too much about it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm just going to say you'll love it, honestly. You'll love the dancing, the groove, the vibe, the horror. When the horror hits, it hits too. My only gripe about Sinners is you don't see the Count Dracula. We say Count Dracula. We don't, yeah, it must be the Count. We don't see him in his full form. We see some, like long fingers, like fight the end. It's not. I'm not going to spoil it for you. You only see his fingers go long. You don't really see a full vampire monster. You just see fangs and the human face, and I would have liked to have seen a full vampire monster. Delving into vampires, coming in at number 1 spot, I think you'll know. You'll know if you've watched my videos. Nosferatu. I absolutely loved it. I called it best movie of the year. It came out in January. And I thought, Robert Eggers doing a vampire movie, Nosferatu, amazing. I loved that. I loved The Witch. Loved his previous work. Wasn't too fond of The Lighthouse. Didn't know what was going on there. All I knew was thingy. What's his name? Farted in it a lot. I totally got blank. Willem Dafoe farted in it a lot. That's all I know. But obviously it's more than that. But this, my God, the set design, timeline it was in, the acting, God, she blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. And what's going to be amazing is he's doing a werewolf movie this year with her in it again. The whole cast is going to be back in it. Oh, it's going to be unreal. It's going to be a proper werewolf movie, not like that other werewolf bull one we got where it was a disease. This is going to be a really good werewolf movie. So first things first, obviously, what people are going to want to know about it. Was Bill Skarsgård good as the vampire? Yes, without a doubt, 100%. Nicholas Hoult and Bill Skarsgård, their acting is off the scales. There's a beginning scene where he's in the castle and he's face to face with the vampire. And the fear he has, you feel. You feel, and it's rare horror movie makes me feel like scared on an edge. Not so much scared, but, well, yeah, scared on an edge. I was like quite on edge and like, I don't like this scene. And it's a vampire, but it's just how you see him, how he comes across, how he talks, how, you know, it's the thing this movie does well is dread. And I love it when movies do it well. Where, kind of like The Last Voyage of Demure, you love the cast, but you know they're screwed from the get-go. You love not just the cast, the characters. You like the characters. You're attached to them. You're trying your best not to, but you're attaching yourself to them because they're that well written. And you know they're going to die. You know the ones who are, boom, they're dead. Nosferatu's similar. But what's really funny is, as he's coming, because he's obviously travelling from the castle, so Nicholas Hoult goes there to the castle, and we know about this. I've done a review here on it. Check out my channel. I'll delve into it more. What I'll say, what I liked about it is, as he come close to the island was getting worse. People were getting more sick. Plague was coming closer and closer to them. Death was coming closer and closer to them. But it wasn't just like a die. It was suffering. It was like fear. It was dread. And I absolutely loved it. The missus did as well. Honestly, and I love the set design and the crazy old guy. Just honestly, if you haven't seen it, don't be put off. It is a slow burn. It is a really slow burn, but I was blown away anyway. For me, it wasn't slow. It was like I wasn't like oh God, he needs to get in the island already and do whatever he's doing. That's not what the movie's about. The movie's about her going through the psychological and mentally sort of oddly liking the attention she's getting off him, but feeling the dread as well. Like, I actually don't want, like, I like the fact that someone's obsessed with me, but I don't like the fact that this is going to be my sort of life, you know. She's literally going to be, you know. That's not me spoiling it. It's amazing. It's amazing. The ending is unreal as well. And Willem Dafoe's in this too. There's a certain scene before I end this video I'll say that I found was really good. And I love it when actors are like this. It shows just how caring they are in general. Willem Dafoe is in a scene where there's rats everywhere. And it's real life rats. He used real rats. Pet rats, obviously, he used. Technically mice, but rats. And it was like fire, and he has to go to this book because he's a mad researcher in this, and he has loads of cats. And you can see him slowly stepping, not like looking like, even though the guy in the scene was like, don't worry, they'll move, because they will. They were trained to move. But he was like, I don't want to step on any of these rats. And it's just so good, honestly. So if you haven't seen any of the movies, check all them out. Top 5, technically 7, best movies of the year. Boom, I did the video. Finally, it took a while to come out because I had to rant about Stranger Things. And yeah, I'll get into that another one. So if you like it, subscribe to my channel. It's growing. I love it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Ta-ta. Bye.